But for real though, bro, I don't know if you've been anywhere else, but that's the thing I love about here is that wall squat I do. Is it helping my knee? Yeah. Is it helping my calves, my Achilles? Yeah, it's it. But it's helping. It's training.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We're here today with Manti Te'o. Thanks for taking some time to talk with us. And let's just start with, what has your pro experience been like for you?
Pro has been, it's just been a place where I know the results are coming. And in my profession, you have a lot of people and a lot of different companies or training facilities that promise all of these results, and it's all about finding which ones actually work and which ones don't. And here at Pro, I can always know and have confidence that what my goals are that I set for myself when I get here, I'm going to attain them. It's just a matter of time. And so yeah, there's that trust. I mean, you and I have that relationship where it goes beyond training, it goes beyond rehab, it goes beyond all of that stuff. I always call you throughout the season, off season, about certain things that I'm going through that I may have questions on. So there's definitely a family atmosphere, and one that I'm the most comfortable in. It's just a matter of getting here from San Diego. But once I get here, I know that I'm in the right place.
Yeah, and it's always a pleasure working with you and everything. And I mean, we've had some fun over the years and off seasons and things like that. But think about past times that you've come to train or even tune up a little bit. What are some of the memories that stick out for you?
There are good memories, and then there are funny ones, and then painful ones. I think one of the funniest ones was when we were rehabbing my shoulder, and we were doing that exercise where I was holding the stick, and the ARP was on my shoulder, and we tried to turn it up as high as we could, and there came a point where I couldn't keep the stick down, and if it wasn't for you, bro, I would have hit myself in the face with the stick. So, those are one of the funny moments we look back on, and about how, and it's just amazing to me about how the body works. I really learn when I'm here about how my body works and how it's supposed to work compared to how it's working at that point. So it's just I'm always learning when I'm here, and we've had some good memories.
That's for sure. And I think that's a key point, is that every time you come in, it's really just getting your body tuned up is kind of what I call it. And it's tuned up not only to move well, but tuned up to, play football. And I think that's what you've learned over the years. I mean, I've seen you do things that really no human should be doing your size. But the more that you get tuned up, how does that affect or influence your performance?
Well, then when I get tuned up, that saying right there, just for people who don't understand what that means, it's allowing the body to do what the body's supposed to do. The body was designed to be able to cater to it, really anything you should do. I mean, we watch people on the TV walk the length of the football field on their hands, and I'm like, how is that even possible? Or people, gymnasts who just do somersaults in midair. We all could do that. The body was meant to do anything, and so when we do that tune-up, it's getting me back to that ground zero where, if I want to go here, I can go here. If I want to do this, I can do this. I think as time goes on and injuries start accumulating, and you have all that callus build up, that it starts to restrict the body a little bit to not to be able to do certain things. So when I come home here, it gets me to that platform where, now I can do what I want to do, and I can do it at a high level, because in the NFL or any profession where you're at the top of the top, the margin for error is so small, and if your body is trying to rehab or trying to protect itself from another injury, it already puts you at significant odds. And so definitely coming here, it helps me to feel confident. My body's ready to go. If I can go straight, and at the split second I can go backwards, right, left, and I'm comfortable at that. So
and I think you said it, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head, is that for what you do, you need that precision. And if you notice, and you've known this for years already. You're doing all the same exercises that I make everyone else do, but it's just fine-tuning with that precision to the next level. And I mean, all the exercises, they're all going to be hard, even if I have you doing isos or moving and whatnot. And I think you can appreciate that it's just these little things, like little inches, precision, a couple degrees here, a couple degrees there, but then it makes a huge difference, and that's how you're, running around, being more explosive and all these things.
I mean, it was just like what happened last week. I mean, I was doing the bridge, and you walked by and you were like, hey, turn your foot just in a little bit. And when I did it, the exercise took on a whole new dimension. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be feeling, And then I was doing the wall squat, and it was a 3-minute hold, but you told me, hey, if you gotta rest for a little bit so that you can contract as hard as you can. That's what I want. So it's those things that separate pro and separate you from everywhere else that I've been. It's that attention to the details of the exercise that I'm going to get better regardless. But do I want to be? Do I want my results to be here, or do I want it to be here? Because I'm going to improve. Because there's no way that you can jump on an ARP and not improve.
Get better.
It's just a matter of, okay, am I in the right person's hands to get the most out of what I'm doing? So it's definitely that attention to detail, that the efficiency of what we do. We don't waste time in here.
That's true.
Unless I just go on a talking spree like how I usually do before the workout.
But we do have some good conversations every time you're home. I swear it just gets better and better as the years go on. And I think, like what you said, it's that kind of family atmosphere in here. I really want to see you succeed, and you even come in with that good attitude, and you help us understand what you got to do or what kinds of things you want to work on. So, I mean, it's good all around.
I mean, it goes to show the growth that we've all taken. You individually, me individually, us as a company. Just always taking what we've learned in life, our experiences every year, and trying to bring it back to help whoever. That's what it's all about, right? It's all about going out there, experiencing, failing, learning from those failures, and then coming back and telling somebody, hey, listen, this is what I've learned. And this is what I think that can help you. If a year goes by and I have nothing to share with you, I'm doing something wrong.
I completely agree. Me too. Even every time you text me or send pictures or whatever's going on, and if I don't have a better approach to do it, then I feel like, what am I doing? We're not progressing. Exactly. There's been a lot of good times, and other times when we've seen you do things that is just amazing, ridiculous. What are some of the times that were not so good in pro?
I would say probably, and we joke about it all the time, was when John wanted to do the bridge competition. That was probably one of the worst times for me. Because John is, for the watchers or the viewers who doesn't know who John is a trainer here. One of those guys that always pushes me, and it's a guy that he always knows when I'm on the ARP, he's like, what, you want me to turn it up? Type of thing. And he knows how to push my buttons to get the most out of me. And we all need that person. We all need that person that is gonna push us farther than we would push ourselves. If I was by myself. There's always that guy that, hey, when this guy comes along, I actually do 10 reps on the bench. If he wasn't here, maybe I'll do 9, maybe I'll do 8, John's that guy.
So you gotta explain the story.
I had to explain. So John has always been that guy that always has kept me accountable and always make sure that I'm not sitting comfortably on the ARP. Well, that one day, we had bridge on the Bosu ball.
On the ball, actually.
We had bridge on the ball that day. And he told John, he's like, hey, do it with Manti. So he and I are doing the bridge, but you said specifically, once your back starts hurting, to drop. We start going, and I think you hit like minute 20 left, and I'm hurting. Right? But I'm the professional athlete. And I'm looking at John, and John's still going. John. And John will keep his straight face the whole time. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, is he hurting, or is he just like what's going on
What's
with
going
this guy?
on? Yeah.
And so in my head, it starts playing games like I can't lose to him.
Yeah.
There's no way.
The athlete came out.
Right.
Yeah.
The competitor in me came out, and so
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, screw the rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay up as long as I can."
Yeah.
And so I remember looking at the clock the whole time, and I'm thinking like, how long is John gonna hold
Yeah.
this bridge?
Yeah.
Long story short, we held it the whole time. My back probably hurt for the next 3 days. And that's to this day, that's the thing that me and John always poke at each other.
Which we don't recommend doing a 3-minute bridge on ball.
Do not do it. And if you don't want to do it, then don't do it with John. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And I remember watching you guys, I was like, well, you guys are just in competition mode already. I was like, that last minute and a half, that was rough to watch. Man. It wasn't even a bridge anymore. Yeah. But I mean, it's those kind of things that I guess it makes it good to, work out in here because you know that people are going to push you a little bit more than you would push yourself.
Right.
And also you get that, I guess, that environment that brings out that energy level so that you can push.
It's what I always tell the young athletes in Hawaii. You have to surround yourself with people that can push you. You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. So be very careful who those 5 people are. I used to work out with Michael Bennett a lot. And the reason why I worked out with him, I mean, he's a D end, I'm a linebacker. He does totally different drills than what I need to do as a linebacker. However, the reason why I worked out with Michael was because of the competitive nature. Whether we're doing jumping jacks, anything, high knees, whatever, it's competing.
Exactly.
And that is, I think, is another aspect to training. Once you have a place that you know will give you the results that you need every single time, pair that up with a person that you can compete with other than yourself, because I always look at myself as I'm one of the most hardworking people that I know. For me, I'll always push myself no matter what. I'm the type of guy that you have to pull back.
Exactly.
That's too much. But even me, I have those days where I'm like, I'm a little sore here, or I'm a little tired. I had too much chicken katsu last night. Chill. But having that Michael Bennett, having that John to come in and say, bro, it's time to work. It helps you push to that next level. And so, that's been one of the things that I've tried to incorporate with my training.
Definitely. We've been a lot through the years through just training and tuning up, and even like how you mentioned training at other facilities. You would come here to complement all of that, and that's my style. I'm a big believer in there's not only one way to train, but you have to make everything work together in a cooperative fashion. Thinking about that, we've also been through a lot of injuries, recovery, rehabbing, and all of that. What are some of the things that you've learned, I guess, through those injuries and that process of recovering and taking care of your body?
Well, it's like you said, I've learned a lot of things. And one of the most important things that I've learned is what you just said. What works for me might not necessarily work for you.
Exactly.
Ways that I recover and the methods that I go through in order to recover may not work for you. Like for me, I'm a big cold tub guy. Dwight Freeney never got in a cold tub. He was a straight hot tub stretch guy. But I felt that for me, the cold tub worked for me. Contrasting worked for me. So whatever I felt worked for me is what I need to stick to. I think a lot of the times younger people try to mimic exactly what so-and-so is doing. And that's a good thing. But do that, but find out what best works for you, and then take that. Don't take everything that he knows. You grab bits and pieces from everything, from every person. Okay, I like the way Eric Weddle studies this film. I like the way Philip Rivers does this. I like the way Drew Brees visualizes. I like the way Michael Thomas, competes. I like the way, just different things. You just grab,
just taking things,
but don't try to duplicate exactly what somebody's doing, because they're a different person than you. And you never want to be a copy of somebody. Other thing that I learned is the importance of flexibility, the importance of being elastic, like how we talked about. We talk about that, the rubber band. The farther I can pull that rubber band back, the harder and more violent that snap will be. If I can only pull that rubber band back just a little, I can't hurt a fly.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
But if I can pull my rubber band all the way back like this, then it becomes a slingshot, and whoever's on the other end of that rubber band is going to hurt. So I've learned that, okay, this is what my body needs to do, so I need to be flexible. And then I've also taken it a step further when I know that my body's not at that state yet.
Yes.
Okay, now I gotta, what do I have to do to get it there?
Yep.
Drew. This is tight, this is feeling a little weird. What I gotta do, okay, hold this for 3 minutes or do this 3 times for 1 minute, you know, and just stuff to get me back to square one, like how we talked about, just to reset everything.
Yes.
And that's some of the things that I've learned when it comes to my injuries, because the injuries thing has been the most frustrating part for me in my career.
Even mentally,
It just plays on a game with you, especially if you're coming for some of that. I mean, I had my nicks and bruises in football, but in college I never missed a game. You know, and then I get to the NFL, and then things start racking up. You know, and that's the thing is when injuries start racking up, majority of the time it's because of it's still recovering from the first one.
Yes, that's true.
And so you have to go all the way back. Instead of treating the symptoms, what's the problem?
Yes.
You know, what's the cause of what everything is? Okay, my hip is tight. Well, your hip may be tight, but it's because of something else.
Yes,
you know? Instead
exactly.
of just treating the hip, find out what's the root of the problem and address it. And going back to what we were talking about before with pro, I think that's what we do a great job here is not just poking at the symptoms. It's finding out, okay, your ankle hurts. Well, it's because your hip is tight, and this hip is tight because your core is weak. You know what I mean?
It's all of those connecting factors. And I think what you touched on earlier, it's good for the younger athletes to hear that you take kind of the best of the best and you find out what works for you. Because all of our conversations, I mean, I tell you my professional opinion, but then it always follows up with, well, what are you feeling? Because like, it doesn't matter what I think, that's not what you're feeling. You know, I think that's one thing for younger athletes to learn from, but even for professionals too, is you're gonna have your own style and way of treating, but I gotta consult with you because it's your body. No one understands your body more than you do. And I think that's one of the big connecting pieces of the puzzle that we, you know, take a look at here is that constantly I'm communicating with you, like what do you think's working or what do you think's not working? Because we're gonna adjust it accordingly, and of course I'm gonna make sense and, you know, let you know what I think is best.
Well, that's a credit to you though, because as you know from your past experiences as a trainer where you've been, not all trainers are like that. You know,
true.
Like I know my body, but there's a lot of trainers that when I say, hey, I still feel this or I still feel that or that, I don't know if that's working. A lot of them will say, keep doing it. You know, and I'm trying to wait. I know how this is supposed to feel. You know, so if you're doing this to me and it's not feeling better, then you have to explain it to me. Because what I'm feeling, it's just not making sense right now. You know, so that's a credit to you, bro, and pro, because you guys listen. You know, and if it's supposed to be the way that we're feeling it, you explain it like, okay, you are going to feel a little more sore because this and this. It's not it should work in a week. You know. You listen to what we're saying. You listen to this is what's going on, so that you can address and maybe customize or make a little changes here or there to finally pinpoint like, okay, this is what it is. You know, and then we can attack it.
So you've been through, you know, all different rehab facilities, training facilities, you know, different teammates that you worked out with, and seeing all of the different styles and the techniques. One of the things that I try to incorporate in pro is I'm pulling, like how you pull from, you know, different athletes and teammates. I'm trying to pull from the best of the best facilities, practitioners, and get the best rehab and training concepts in pro. How has it been with some of your things that you've seen? How is there a lot of similarities? Are there some differences? What can you share about that?
Well, there are some similarities and there are some differences, and you want that. You know, you want that. You if you're the same as everywhere else, there was a reason why I left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a great balance with everything, and the one of the main reasons why I think pro separates itself from everywhere else is the one-on-one attention, especially when it comes to the rehab part of a career. It's you need that one-on-one attention, no cookie cutter. It's okay. This is what this person is going through. I can't stick him through the same exercises that this person is going through.
Exactly.
You know? And so a lot of places have those cookie cutter, ankle, boom, ice, boom, boom, massage, cupping, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They just follow a routine. Whereas over here, it's okay, you have this. Let's treat that. Okay, something else arises. Okay, let's treat that. And it follows a whole story till you get to what's the root of the problem. That's one thing about pro that I love. Number two is, as I'm progressing in my career, it's trying to find a balance between building strength with weights and trying to build strength without. Because the more weight that I put on as a veteran in the NFL, the more toll my body takes. And so here at pro, like the heaviest thing I have is a 7.5 pound thing. On this
most
machine,
of the time.
You know what I mean? But with that ARP and with the programs that we have, my muscles, the strain that it goes under, I think is higher than it would be if I was squatting 405 pounds without the stress on my back and my spine and all of that stuff, you know? And so I'm able to get way better results from my muscles and how they work without all of that strain. Now, the most important thing is the way that we train, it's training my body how to function properly, how to fire the way it's supposed to fire. If I was training, when I trained elsewhere, they told me to pick the sledgehammer up and slam it on a wheel. You know, I'm gonna slam it as hard as I can. Now, I may not be doing it correctly, but it's okay as long as it sounds loud. You know? Okay, get under the bench and throw 315, 4 or 5 up as many times as you can. I'm telling you, you're gonna get 5. And so if I'm struggling by 3, I'm gonna get the next 2. But my elbow might be tucked in a little bit here, and I might be wiggling on the way up. You know what I mean? But here, everything is technique. Okay. Now do it as violent as you can while maintaining the technique, while maintaining the form. And so it just separates itself. So I don't think there's ever a place where rehab and training kind of mix, you know, and here at Pro it does. Other places you're either rehab or you're training.
There's this divide. Right. It's really on a continuum. Okay,
I'm with the training staff doing rehab. Okay, now I'm going to turn you over to the strength training staff to do training. Where here it's kind of like I'm doing the same.
Exactly.
When I'm in my lunge, whether it's to rehab an ankle or to rehab a knee or a back or whatever, I'm getting stronger.
At the same time.
Right. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know. So it's just like a no-brainer for me. You know, when I come home, it's the best.
To touch on what you said, kind of with the, you know, you're an athlete, you're gonna compete. Like, we get that, you know, and it's not saying that during those times that you're trying to get the last rep up or last 2 reps that you always got to be perfect. But why we emphasize technique and form so much here is because if we train like that, then when you're lifting, when you're on the field, and you do have to do a little bit, hopefully the compensations will be less. And you'll know how to use your body so that you, 1, can perform better, but 2, lower injury risks. And that kind of goes with everything that you're saying. It's like rehab and training, it's really on a spectrum. Like the same concepts apply to both. And I think you've really, I mean, we've seen you too, you've really understood that. And because of that, you've been able to do so much more, even in just training outside of here.
Well, I mean, that word compensation, you know, that word comes because you compensate because something isn't working right.
Yes.
If you're not compensating, that means everything is firing the way that it's supposed to. So there's no need for me to, and there's no need for compensation there. You know, if my hamstring is firing the way that it should, my hip flexor shouldn't need to feel like it needs to work more and tighten up. And that tightens up. Then my quad feels like, okay, now you're tight. Now I got. But here, since we work on form and we work on firing the right way, and we're just, it's so intense, but it's in a real specific sense. You know, the focus is so specific that you can actually feel when it's working well and when it's not. When I'm engaged and when I'm not. You know, and when you flip that page and you start to explore, okay, that's what that's supposed to feel like. That's what a hamstring, you know, elongated and firing supposed to feel like. Now you feel like, oh, okay. So when I'm tight, now I know, oh, that's not what it's supposed to feel like. So that's why you get those calls in the middle of the season, like, Drew, my hammy's a little tight.
And I always joke with every single athlete. It's like, if I don't hear from you guys, it's going really, really well, so good. But then when I hear from you guys, it's like, oh, I hope this is a good call and not like, what's going on?
But it goes to show like who you are, you know what I mean? And the trust that all of us put in you, because we know that you've exposed us to a side of fitness that we've never seen before. You know, and I don't think there's ever a way, unless you're constantly here at Pro, that you can always feel good. You know, if you're playing a sport like football. You know, there's no way that I can go out on a Sunday, bang heads with people for 60 plus plays and be like, bro, I'm good. You know, like, Drew, I don't need you. You know, I'm gonna call you and be like, okay, on play 54, I was cutting this way, and then my calf got tight a little bit. What do I do? You know what I mean? So it's just always understanding that here at Pro and what you have to offer and what Pro has to offer. It's comforting to know that we have a place where we know where to get the results at. You know, we know it's painful at times with the ARP. But when you go through it, it's just so refreshing to literally feel things open up. You know, I've been here on this trip for a week.
A week.
And in a week already, like things are opening up again. And I'm like, oh, I thought like I was really squatting, but now I can really get down there and, you know, and have a lot of power low. Now before it was just like, okay, now I got to get back up. You know, I'm powerful through the whole range of motion. You know, so.
And that has happened actually a lot, even when you're training with Michael Bennett and all of these guys. Like when we coupled it and complemented, you know, everything just right. All of your lifts were going up. You could do way more plyos, you know, all of these kind of things. So it's just making, I guess simply put, it's just making everything that you're doing work together. You know, I've known you for a while. I think it's a little over 5 years already, or more or less.
For sure.
And you know, there's been a lot that I've learned from you, and there's been a lot of things that you've learned from just being in the league, you know, growing as a person, growing as a player. And we talk about this a lot, but what are some of the key advice, I guess, that you could give the up and coming athletes, especially Hawaii athletes, because we have a lot of talent in here, you know, but it's just making sure everything works together to get you to the next level. What are some of your big words of wisdom that you could pass on?
Well, one of the big things that has been a huge blessing for me is my experiences. You know, and a lot of the experiences have come because I've traveled the road less traveled. And because I've been exposed to environments, people, whether it be in sports or not, that my eyes have seen, you know, a different part of the world, a different lifestyle, you know, and because I have seen it, now those dreams are no longer just dreams; they're goals. You know, I've been in the nicest homes, I've driven the nicest cars, I've worn the most expensive clothes, I've been in private jets. You know, I never thought. I thought first class in the airplane was huge. Now I'm driving. You know, I'm in a private jet. I'm like, oh, I'm a local kid from Laie. You know, but just being there, it opens my eyes to the possibilities of things. And so for local kids, don't be afraid to step out of Hawaii. Home will always be home.
That's true.
You know, I live in San Diego now, but where am I? I'm home.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to come home. Hawaii will always be a home. Just because I leave, it doesn't mean that it's no longer a home. Leave. Experience life outside of Hawaii. Because only until you experience life outside of Hawaii can you come back and help.
That's true.
You can't help if you stay here.
That is exactly true.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
I can't help you if all I know is what you know.
Yeah.
I need to know what everybody else knows.
Yes.
So I gotta leave.
Yes.
And so since I left and I've learned what I've learned, now I can come back and help. Number 2, and probably I'll keep it at 2 things because it's simple. It's my fearlessness when it comes to failure. I'm not afraid to. Before I was. And when you really look at yourself and try to figure out, why am I so afraid to fail? There's a little bit of insecurity there where I always want to be that cool guy. I don't want to be the guy that messed up. I don't want to be the guy that screwed up. But as you walk through life and as you meet people that are successful, they'll tell you that the reason why they are successful is because they failed. And they failed way more times than the average person has even tried.
That's
and
true.
So fail. Don't be afraid to, because let's say there's a workout, right? And I'm doing a workout. I myself am way more willing to go to that end. Because I'm not afraid to fail.
Yeah, exactly.
And because I'm not afraid to, I will actually get closer to my goal than a person who's afraid to fail. He's not going to go there. And because you won't go there, you won't go to those extremes that you need to go in order to be successful. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And we've seen it not only in workout and training, but we've seen it through your career and all of these kind of things. And I think that's a really good message to have people hear from you, because that's exactly right. I mean, what's worse than failing is probably not trying, you know, but that's where most people get caught up. I mean, even myself too, a lot of times. But when, you know, I get to talk to you and stuff, that's where I learn tons from you, because that's what makes, I guess, me do what I do, and that's what makes pro and, you know, everything that you come home to. But same thing.
Let's take a small little example, you know, the ARP, right? We do a 3-minute ISO hold. It's a perfect example. You could come in here and you could hold a wall squat for 3 minutes. Whereas me, I will drop 50 times. But I promise you, I'm dropping because I'm not afraid to push as hard as I need to in order to accomplish what I need to accomplish. You may look cool against the wall, like, oh yeah, I'm holding for 3 minutes and I'm dropping every single time. But at the end of the day, I would have gotten way more out of it than you did, and you was looking cool holding for 3 minutes, while I was looking like a weakling, dropping 10, 20 times.
And that's the perfect analogy, actually, because, I mean, from day one, that's what I told you. Get rid of that athlete mindset that you're going to last, because you're not going to last. The harder that you make it for yourself, you're going to go to true failure. And I think that's a good analogy to take on with life, because that's exactly what it is they're trying to push yourself more so that you're going to fail, make these mistakes, learn from it, but then you're going to get way more out of the whatever it is, wall squat or just the overall experience.
I mean, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head right there, bro. I mean, there's sports is one thing, you know what I mean? And then there's life. You know, when you think of it on that spectrum, sports is just such a small thing.
That's true.
You know, and that's why I love sports. It's kind of like your little mock-up of what life should be.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's sports. It's a crash course. And if you do sports well, you should be able to take that same formula and put it in life and being a good person and be successful. You know, at least you should. You know, just at least the basics. And that's what I love about sports and life. But if you really think about it on that level, sports really is nothing. That mentality that I have when I do a wall squat, that is what's going to make me or anybody a successful person. In business, in charity work, in
anything,
faith, in anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's that ability to be like, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna make the most of what I got today, and I'm gonna deal with the consequences, good or bad.
Yeah, that's
good or bad.
Yes.
A lot of times we think that when things are easy, it's good. But when things get hard, it's bad. No. When things get hard,
that's when you learn. That's when you grow. Develop.
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because I know that when things get hard, when things get complicated, when life seems a little bit too much to bear, that's when I'm getting stronger.
Yes, exactly.
So celebrate all of that. You know, don't feel like, oh, this happened to me. Oh, this. I'm gonna be stronger.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be a better mold of myself.
Oh yeah.
Because of that. If there was no adversity, if there was no, restriction or problem that I gotta solve, how am I ever gonna get better?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna still stay. If I didn't have anything, I'd still be in Laie. A local boy. Nobody knows.
Most people would do that. Yeah, be comfortable. But I think that's why it's so interesting to sit down and talk with you and hear all of these insights, because, like you said, your journey has kind of taught you so much and helped you develop and grow. And I think, at times it was super hard, but at the same time it was necessary, and it happens for a reason,
One last thing. One last thing. Three things.
Three things.
I had 1, 2, and this the last one.
Okay.
Control what you can control.
Yeah.
Stop trying to control things that you can't control.
Yeah.
It's there's that prayer, the serenity prayer, I think it was called. Give me the strength to control the things I control, and the wisdom to know the difference, or something like that. In life, things are going to happen to you that you had no control over. Don't stress about it. Find out what you got to do to rebound from it, and work. Now, the things that you can control is your attitude on whatever just happened. Your perspective. How am I going to respond to this? Manti, how are you going to respond to, you just tore your Achilles in your contract year with the Chargers? Are you going to pout about it? Or are you just going to be like, well? Or are you going to respond? How are you going to do that? Control the controllables. And I think as younger people, and even older people, a lot of times people are stressing that you just washed your car and it started raining. You can't control that it started raining and you washed your car. Stop stressing about it. It's gonna get dirty. You're gonna have to just wash it again. Who cares? You know what I mean? Stop stressing about the things you have no control over. But the things that you do have control over, attack those. And make sure that you make it a positive.
Yes, exactly. I think we could go on for hours and hours, but we'll have to leave it at that so that we can get back to your training.
And my turn to go to art.
And I mean, we'll definitely do this again when you're home again, but for everybody, it's going to be exciting wherever you end up next season. I think you make Hawaii very proud, and everyone watches and just likes to see you play on the field. So for us too, that's really the bottom line, is getting you to do all the things that you do. So we'll continue next time, but until then, Manti Te'o.
Brother, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.